like a fool with gifts. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable.
Today, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a run with Moss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up...
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Moss. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down with Moss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 as the Patriots.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
on second down, Tua. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Tagovailoa's
an extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. On first down, Robinson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 9.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the pickup brings up second and 2.
On second down now, it's Moss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On first down, Moss. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Moss, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Bobby Wagner. A gain of 5 brings
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
At the 37-yard line.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson now to throw on third down. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, Wilson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 10, Patriots 7.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Wilson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run here with Moss.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and...
They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Sly on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Patriots 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and the 11.
Here's Tua. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Ooh, the juke. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
34-yard line.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Out to throw again is Wilson. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throw caught here by Bird. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And he will have a Patriots first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, New England.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Washington. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, Tua. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Patriots.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The 42-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Sets up the screen to Robinson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They'll run a draw now with Moss. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Wilson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 8-yard
From the gun, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
Patriots take over first down.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
They run. Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
off the play action. Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for James Robinson.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. On first down, Wilson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Moss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The big Derek Brown making the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. right back to Moss. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Flushed out right, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. But the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always